Good evening, everybody. Turned out nice again, hasn't it? Well, it may have done for me, but I don't know about you, because you've got to stick me for the next 35 minutes or more, because we've no girls, no dancers, no acrobats, no conjurers, not even a guest star. Only me and the uke. But I'm going to tell you a few home truths I've never told in public before, and probably sing you a few songs that you've never heard before. Anyway, I'd like to start off with a nice, bright little song called It Serves You Right. Ever since the days of old, the navies ruled the wave. For years they've told the world that Britons never shall be slaves. The Navy still remembers, and you'll often hear them say what Nelson told Napoleon upon Trafalgar Day. It serves you right, you shouldn't have joined it, jolly well serves you right. It serves you right, you shouldn't have joined, you might have been sitting tight. You might have been in Civvy Street instead of in the fight. But it serves you right, you shouldn't have joined it, jolly well serves you right. And it's no use kicking up around, because you're nobody's sweetheart now. You can weep and sigh and pipe your eye, but still you're in the fight. It serves you right, you shouldn't have joined it, jolly well serves you right. I used to be a chimney sweep in dear old Wigan town. I used to do the ladies down the street for half a crown. But now I don't get nothing for the little jobs I do. I wish I was in Wigan sweeping Mrs. Jones in blue. But it serves me right, I shouldn't have joined it, jolly well serves me right. It serves me right, I shouldn't have joined, I might have been sitting tight. I thought in every fort I'd get a cuddle every night, but all I've done is cuddle a gun and work up an appetite. And it's no use kicking up around, because I'm nobody's sweetheart now. There's a draft around me fore and aft, me jumper's much too tight. I've got barnacles on me binnacle, and it ruddy well serves me right. Thank you. Well now, of course, most people know that I was born in Wigan, and don't say it serves you right, because I'm very proud of Wigan. Every time I drive through it in the car, I raise my hat and say, thanks very much, Wigan. But of course, a lot of people don't know it, but I do write, or help to write, most of my own songs. And a few years ago in the 30s, we got an idea for a song all about Wigan, because it's very famous for coal mines. Now, we had this little song written, and it's called Georgie Was a Miner. Now Georgie was a miner, and one day it came to pass he met Nellie Murgatroyd, a gradely sort of lass. He did some extra night work just to get a bit of brass. He went working down the old coal hole. So give me shovel and me pick, Nellie, I'm going down the hole to get the coal. With me shovel and me pick, me lamp and little bit of wick, I'm going down the old coal hole. Down the hole for the coal. I'm going down the hole to get the coal. With me meat and gravy can, a little bundle in me hand, I'm going down the old coal hole. Sitting on the sofa, Georgie said, I've lost my heart. I don't know much about love, but I'll kiss you for a start. He mucked about for half an hour, then said I must depart and go working down the old coal hole. Now when he cuddled Nellie, he was often black as ink, and when they did her washing at the laundry, they would wink and murmur by the looks of them. Well, anyone would think she had been working down the old coal hole. Now little Nellie's mother said, I rather fancy you. Fill the loving cup and drink the sparkling eyes of blue. He said, I'll fill your loving cup and fill your scuttle too, 'cause I'm working down the old coal hole. Now one day little Nellie, she looked worried, it was plain. She met him at the pit head with a bundle in the rain. He just took one look at it and he staggered back again, and he tumbled down the old coal hole. So give me shovel and me pick, Nelly, I'm going down the hole to get the coal. With me shovel and me pick, me lamp and little bit of wick, I'm going down the old coal hole, down the hole, for the coal. I'm going down the hole to get the coal. With me meat and gravy can, a little bundle in me hand, I'm going down the old coal hole. Well, I better have a cigarette now. They're provided, you know. I haven't got a match, though. But these cigarettes, by the way, are supposed to not make you cough. There's no tobacco in them, just filters. But honestly, you know, people have said to me many a time, how did you start in pictures? Well, have you ever felt that if you got the chance you could do a thing really well? Well, that's the way I felt about pictures. And many years ago, I came down to London, and I even wrote my own script along with Beryl and a man called Arthur Mertz. And we went all round the studios. They'd never heard of George Formby. They didn't even want to hear about him. I went everywhere, but nobody wanted to know at all. So back up to the provinces I went, and we worked around for a long time, and I was playing in a place called Warrington. And a man called Johnny Blakely came round and he said, I'd like to make pictures with you. I nearly grabbed his hand off. Anyway, he said, come up on Sunday and we'll talk it over. So we went up on the Sunday and we talked it over. And he said, yes, I'd like to make pictures, but I haven't got a story. I said, I have. And we brought out this little story that we'd written. It was called Boots, Boots. So the whole thing was settled. We came to London and we went to the film studios. Studios. One room over a garage in Albany Street. And when we wanted to start making the picture, we had to press a button so that they stopped the engines down below. Well, at the end of 14 days, we'd finished the picture, and it cost the large sum of £3,000. Well, then came the time to sell it. Nobody wanted to buy it. But it did get a world premiere in a place called Burslem. It did, you know, and I'll never forget, because I went up there and it's strange as it may seem, it backed him out when it was a lousy picture. Oh, it was so dark in places you had to strike matches to see it. The courting couples liked it, though. But at that time, Basil Dean, who was making a lot of very big pictures, he was going around the country trying to find out what the different salesmen wanted. And they said, we want George Formby pictures. He said, who's George Formby? He said, look through that window, and he saw a queue up right round the theatre looking at this Boots, Boots. So he got them to bring me down to Ealing Studios. I signed a 7-year contract, and that was the start of me making 22 films. And there again, strange as it may seem, every one was a success. But what I'm getting down to now is I'd like to sing you a little song out of one of those pictures. It was out of Bell Bottom George, and it's called Swim Little Fish, and it's all about Egbert. This is Egbert here. Now, I'm Egbert's father, you see, and he's going out into the world for the first time.